So welcome back, guys. So about um colors and text. Yeah. Okay. So this one, the first one that I drop down is just the just you know preamble of what you are going to do. So let's first start with colors. So how do we write colors with CSS? So let me let me just put this place here. So we say color elements. Just so first of all, let's just declare a tag here. Let's name it color color one. Let's name it color one. So don't forget we have put our all our issue to have color of white here. So let's give it an attribute of class, and let's call it call let's just give it there's this that let's just give it color one. So let's just copy it like this. You can give it anything you want by itself. Let's just put here color one here. So first of all, you can name your color like this in such a way like this. If you want to name a color, you just give it. You use this syntax called color. No, you know how to declare your CSS now. Dot the attribute name. You know you are using class the dot color one. Then you inside you open your curly brackets. Then you put your attributes you want to the style you want to put. Style is called color. It is not CLOUR. Don't use American English, or it is even British English. I don't even know, but it's just COLOR. So you can use the name like this. You can use normal name like this of red. You see this one is called the name. So um this one is called the name like this. We have the name. Let me just call name. I think it's going to be good like this. So let me copy it down here. I'll give this one call X. Let me just give it call X. I'll give this one um call RGB. RGB. Then the last one we have the H1 to have the shit. Then we have the last one RGBA. RGBA. So you see that we have changed we have changed the class name. So this one does not have the color red again because the first one we have is call one. So now if we go back to our CSS, if we change this one to call name, so we have it back as color red. So you see this name, you can put it any name you want, but if the CSS understand the color, you might have sometimes you might have lemon. So if you check for lemon, you see that so it does not understand lemon, but you are the one that you are going to see lemon. You say that okay, this one is lemon color, or so. But CSS does not understand color. It does not understand lemon color. So you see, I'm trying to write this lemon chiffon. It can give you this thing can give you hint of what to put. So this is what it has as the lemon, the color that it has for lemon. So you can use any color red, color this thing. So that one is there. That's just the for using the color name. But now for this X, you see this X. Let's say I have color, don't forget to have color. You see this #000, it is called the X. Now if I should put this one, I'm going to have color black. You see that this one has color black. But if I should put hash, the common one, hash FFF, that's for color white. You see that I'm going to have color white. This one is called the X. So sometimes you might have you can just, so this one is called the X. Don't let me complicate things for you guys. If I still put it, you see that the white can be kind of, well, it's not that deep, but this one is, if you have this hash FFF, yeah, 3F, you're going to have color white. So assuming you have this one, as we can, so instead of using hash FFF, you can just use white. You see, you have white, you have hash FFF, they are still the same thing, but this one is using name, this one is using X. So let me just put this one back to lemon chiffon. So there are different these things. So sometimes if you want to use it, you can just get it randomly from any place. Let me check. It is not, it does not also have this thing. I think there's this one DF4. Now you see this DF4, you see that this one X color. So which X color is this? You see that this one is looking like color, is looking like this lemon color safe. This one X color. You can, if you want to search for X color, you can just, most time if you see a color, maybe like you're working with UI UX designer, you see that they'll be using this X color most times. But you can see it here. So you see this one is the color, this one down here is the saturation, like the brightness, this one down here is the saturation, and this one is the color, like the deepness and the color you want. Now you see this one, this thing that is changing, this one is the X. Now this one is the X. So if we put this one here like this, you see we have um so we have the S color here like this. Good. Now let me now put for the dots call RGB. You see this RGB, we have primary color. So for this RGB, so if you want to use it, you are going to declare it like this RGB. You are going to open your bracket like this. I can just come here and just use RGB. If I should use this one is using RGBA, but here I'll be using RGB. They have the RGB and there's also RGBA, so don't confuse yourself. You can use RGB or you can use RGBA. So you see this one is also giving me another color. So you get, this one is also giving me another color. Good. Then you see that you can also use this RGBA. So this RGB is just like adding so this R is like red, green, blue. So if you combine everything together, it's going to give you other color. So you see, if I change this to like, let's say I change it to like 69. If I change the number here, you see that this color is changing. You see it has changed to color green. 88. Let me just put this one. You see that it's changing color. You see this RGB, what it's doing is like, the more you are changing it, it's like you are changing this value like this. It's like you're changing this value like this. Now let's watch the one that is changing. If you change this color here, you see everything that is even changing. So like, is the so for the saturation, you see we have saturation. When saturation goes to black, so you can have something like this, then just stamp everything. So you can have it like this. So you can just pick your RGB like this, then bam. So you don't need to memorize how to get the color. So if you just have your RGB that you need, just click on it and you get your RGB color, and boom, you have your RGB. So you can also do it for the RGBA also. instead of doing RGB, you can also do for RGBA. So that's about color. So okay, so instead of using RGB, so there's RGB and this RGBA. So let me just talk about this opacity. So let's have color opacity. So we have this color opacity. So don't forget we have the color name, the color X, and the color RGB or RGBA. Good. You can, I think there's this color that is showing in this side here. This one, HXL. You can also use it, but I don't use it most times. We'll just focus on this X color and the RGB. That's the one that is mostly used because no CSS has advanced. So most people don't mostly use this X, they use RGB. So this dot call what do we call it? Dot opacity. So I want to talk about this opacity. So let's give it a color of let's give it color what color is good? Kind of color. I don't want color black. What is okay? Okay, I think it's still good like this. It's good like this. Wait, this one has changed. I'm not using. I'm using RGB. And for the RGB, I'm using. Let me use this color. Let me use. Good. Okay. So everything is different now. This one self, I need the color that is very, 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 very. Let me use pink. I think that one will be very light. Or we should just stick with green. This green, I'm trying to get a color that is very, 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 very light. Okay, I think this one is good like this. Okay, so you now see this opacity. You see all this color, they have opacity of 1. They have opacity of 1. So this opacity like this is going to make everything to be bright. You see everything clearly, everything is clear. But you see, if I should put opacity, if I should reduce the opacity to be 0.5, you see something like, you see that is the this color is kind of faded. You see that it's kind of fading, which comes to the difference very well, so that you see what I'm talking about. Check it when we have color, when we have it as 1. Now check it when we have it as 0.5. You see it now. Then what's now happen if I put it at 0? You not even see it again. That's the opacity. But the thing is that this color is still going to show there, but it's just that it is it's just that it is not just showing again. So you get the color is not just showing again, but you see that if I try to highlight it, I can still see it here. Even if I copy it, I'll still get the color I wrote there. So you get um but if I should now put the opacity to 0.3 now, so you see that it's still going to show. So you see this opacity, they put it, let's say you are trying to, you use it most time if you are trying to use for this thing. Let's say you want to do a button, like if a user sign in, so you just fade in the opacity so that user will know that okay, this thing is logging in, so they should now click the button. So you just disable the button for that time, so you now reduce the opacity to be like 0.5, so user know that okay, this button is performing an action, don't click it yet. Sure you get. So that's all about the color we're going to talk about. So don't forget, we have the color name, the color X, the RGB or RGBA. Don't forget this one, it is RGB or RGBA. You can use RGB or use RGBA, they are still the same thing. Then we have the opacity. Just forget about that HXLA. Don't just forget about that one. Use this three color most times. This three color, you can search online for any color you want. It's not compulsory you should put color in your head. You can use AI to, if let's say you want to build one project, you can just use AI. Okay, which color will be good? Okay, I want this kind of color. Stuff like that. It's not that you should be understand, you should put colors on your head, because how many color do you want to put on your head? So